Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Christopher here. I hope you've all had a really fantastic New Year's, really nice Christmas, all that stuff. Now that that's all out the way, it's time to start the new year with a brand new series, and this is going to be how to build a guitar for as little money as possible and with as little tools and experience as possible. I thought this might be a really good little sort of 4 or 5 part series just to show you guys the exact process and steps that I take from building a guitar from a kit, okay, to basically a really awesome guitar that sounds good, feels, looks good and plays really well. It can be done on a shoestring budget, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how we do that. So please remember to subscribe to the channel because it's going to be a 4 or 5 part series, so you'll need to make sure you don't miss the next episode. I'm going to take you over to the bench now. I'm going to show you all the bits and pieces inside the box, and we'll take it from there. Right guys, I've just brought you over to show you the unboxing. You know, all the bits you'll find inside, you know, these kits. You know, and it's everything that you'll need. The only other thing you'll need is your tools and your time. Tools wise, you can get away with a screwdriver, a drill, and some other little bits and pieces, but we'll kind of talk more about them, you know, as the build progresses. But just to show you what's come inside my kit, a lovely little pick guard here with a humbucker, single humbucker configuration. You know, a lot of these Strats come with 3 single coils, but I prefer humbuckers just to sound better, and I find single coils just to be a little bit too tinny. Lovely pearlescent red, so that's pretty cool. Obviously the neck, solid maple neck with the, it's actually not rosewood, it's blackwood. It's a blackwood body. I'm not too sure if rosewood's now becoming a much more difficult wood to source. But a lot of these online places now do blackwood, so yeah. So obviously we'll need to make sure the neck's, you know, straight, and we'll need to polish and level all the frets, so we'll do that in one of the future videos. So obviously you get your neck, and of course your body. No guitar is complete without a body. My body is actually mahogany. It's just, for me, a nicer tone wood. It just sounds nicer, holds sustain a little bit better than, say, a lighter wood such as basswood. And yeah, it's going to be really nice. We're going to, obviously in the next video, we're going to, you know, finish the body. We're going to, you know, sand it down, and we're going to stain it and fill it and nitrocellulose lacquer it. So that'll be pretty cool. So make sure you're subscribed so you can check that video out as well. But like I said, when you buy those kits, all the routing's done for you. I think mine's has been CNC'd. There's a few kind of little sort of discrepancies with the routing, but nothing a bit of sanding won't fix. So there's your body. And moving on to the hardware. Excuse me. So yeah, like I said, everything you'll ever need is going to be inside the box. So, you know, you've got all your bolts and your screws and all that stuff, you know, your jack plate, covers, you know, for your bridge and your neck and stuff like that. And there's the whammy bar and all the claws and springs for your tremolo. There's the tremolo itself. Just a little word of advice, when you buy those kits, don't expect the hardware to be, you know, of any reasonable quality. Fortunately this has got quite a bit of weight to it, but I can tell that the block is made from a sort of cheap alloy. So don't expect, you know, amazing performance, but, you know, if you have the money, you can always upgrade to a, you know, a Fender vintage Strat trem, or maybe even a Wilkinson or a Floyd Rose, whatever you want. But for all intents and purposes, this will do the job just fine. Of course, the pickups. So I've got 2 humbuckers, one for the bridge and the neck, and 1 single coil to go into the middle. So that should give us a good variety of tones and sounds, you know. And of course, I'll kind of show you guys, you know, all the wiring and stuff like that in a later video. You know, you get, you know, your little knobs. I wanted gold, but there wasn't. You know, some more bits and pieces. Everything's there, you know. Tuning heads. Again, much the same as, you know, the likes of the bridge. You know, they're not going to be super amazing quality. So So I would suggest, you know, if you have the money, buy better ones, you know, like locking ones. But like I said, this is a cheap budget build, so these will be fine. They'll do the job. Little bag of knickknacks, you know, some wire, which we will need, you know, some strings. Again, not going to be amazing quality, but they'll do the job. And of course your electronic components, so we've got a little 5-way toggle switch and our potentiometers and a couple of capacitors. Just to let you guys know, I've went for 500k potentiometers because we are using the humbuckers. But you know, if you guys have went for the classic Strat, the 3 single coils, your potentiometer will be of a 250k resistance. So yeah, and that's pretty much it. That's all we'll ever need. And of course, you know, when it comes to finishing the body and, you know, doing our nitro and, you know, staining and stuff like that, yeah, you'll need things like sandpaper and, you know, maybe a paintbrush or, you know, anything at all that can help the process. But generally speaking, it's stuff that most people have anyway. So you don't need, you know, a $1,000 industrial routing machine, you know, to build a guitar. These kits are fine for what they were intended to do. Realistically speaking, you could put this together in 30 minutes and start playing it. But the purpose of these videos that I'm going to be making is we're going to make this guitar special and unique, you know. We're going to do the finish we want and all that stuff. And also, just as a little footnote, before I personally, me, you know, this is not a tutorial, this is just me building this guitar. But before I start doing anything at all with the body and the finish and all that stuff, do a little mock build, you know, put it together and make sure everything's how it's supposed to be, because what you don't want is to be spending hours and hours, you know, putting in blood, sweat and tears, you know, doing your finish and all that stuff, and you find that it's the wrong neck, you know, or the neck doesn't fit, or there's a crack, or the truss rod's fucked, something like that, you know. So I usually do a little mock build, you know, I just basically attach the neck to the body, you know, make sure it's a good fit before I do anything else. As you can see, there is a little bit of a discrepancy near the bottom there, but again, that's something that we can remedy. But generally speaking, the neck's a decent fit, and yeah, I think that's going to be fine. Really excited for this, actually. But yeah, that's all I really wanted to show you for this first episode. The next episode, we're going to be doing the prep and finish on our body. Afterwards, we'll probably do the frets and the neck, and then we'll sort of put it all together. And like I said, I just want to show you guys how I do it, you know, so you can get an idea. If you have any questions, by all means, put a comment down below and I'll answer, you know. But that's really all you need to build a guitar kit. So please subscribe, because obviously you don't want to miss the next episode. It's going to be beautiful, what we're going to do to this body. And of course, if you like the video, please leave a thumbs up. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next video.